So the things whatever we covered related to typecasting. So there are just three rules are there for the typecasting. There are two things checked by compiler and one thing checked by JVM, right? Up to this, I hope you people got clear idea syntactically how we can perform typecasting, which typecasting is valid, which typecasting is invalid, whether compile time error saying inconvertible types, or compile time error saying incompatible types, or runtime exception saying class cast exception, right? So with respect to typecasting, these are the only three possibilities what we are going to get. Up to this is the clear for you people, right? Now internally through typecasting, what thing we are doing? Are you getting? So I am performing typecasting. Whenever we are performing typecasting, internally what thing is happening? Okay, this is internal things related to typecasting. Let me discuss. But here make sure you should have clear clarity. Sir, I have one object is there. Analyze very carefully. I have one string object is there. String s is equal to new string of Durga. String s is equal to new string of Durga. Okay, I have one string object is there. Okay, so Durga is the content, and s is the reference variable, and that s is of what type is a string type. Okay, up to this we have. Sir, I want to typecast this object. I want to typecast this object to this string object to object form. Now object O is equal to object of yes. Just observe, object O is equal to object of yes. Sir, now observe, is it valid typecasting or not? Rule number 1 or condition 1. The type of yes and object having some relation, correct or not? Object and string, parent to child. Next, object same. Internal runtime object type of yes, string is the child class of object. That's why this typecasting perfectly acceptable typecasting, right? Now, so through this typecasting, because of this typecasting, a new object got created or not? A new object got created or not? Yes, sir, I am performing typecasting, man. Because of this typecasting, a new object will be created or not? A new object got created with the reference object, correct or not? Okay, make sure, strictly speaking, through typecasting, we are not creating any new object. We are not creating any new object, just we are providing another type for the existing object, another type reference variable for the existing object. Sir, object O is equal to this typecasting. For the existing string object, we are providing another type of reference variable, right? Are you getting? Now, how many objects are there? Only one object. So how many reference variables are there? Two reference variables are there. Observe a bit very, very carefully, sir. So through typecasting, we are not creating any new object. For existing object, another type of reference variable we are providing. That's why the topic what we are doing is typecasting, type conversion, but not object casting, but not object conversion. I am not performing object conversion. Object is always a string object only. For the existing string object, we are providing another type of reference variable. Clear for all of you, right? So through typecasting, what we are doing is nothing but it's a clear for you. Now, do you know these are two things? If you want, I can combine into a single line. Is it possible or not? Yes. What is that line? Object O is equal to new string of Durga, right? Object O is equal to new string of Durga. Sir, can you tell what type of reference? Object reference. Internally, which object is there? String object. For the existing string object, we are providing object type of reference variable. Are you getting? So in typecasting, am I creating new object? Or new reference variable? Make sure new reference variable we are creating, but I am not creating any new object, right? I hope that analogy is clear for you, right? Okay, at this point. Strictly speaking, Strictly speaking, through typecasting, strictly speaking, through typecasting, we are not creating, strictly speaking, through typecasting, we are not creating any new object. Strictly speaking, through typecasting, we are not creating any new object. We are not creating any new object. Next, for the existing object, we are providing, another type of reference variable. For the existing object, we are providing another type of reference variable. Another type of reference variable. That is we are performing typecasting. Sir, casting means what? Conversion. Typecasting, but not object casting. That is, we are performing typecasting, but not object casting. Okay, take this example. String S is equal to new string of Durga. String S is equal to new string of Durga. Object O is equal to object of S. Object O is equal to object of S. Are you getting now this? Also, these two lines, if I can combine, it is a single line. Instead of taking two lines internally through typecasting, for the existing string object, I am providing another object type of reference. Beyond that, nothing. Completed, right? And then better to take that diagram also. Through typecasting, we are not creating any new object. For the existing object, we are trying to provide another type of reference variable. Okay. This is what you people should aware. Okay. Now, the next point. Now take very special care. Up to this is the clear for all of you, right? Okay, this is. Now the next conclusion, make sure you people should have clear clarity. Example 2. Let me go for one more example. One more example. Here, see this one. Here I am taking. Okay. Here I want to convert. Here, see. I have one integer object is there. Integer I is equal to new integer of 10. Integer I is equal to new integer of 10. Sir, which object is there with me? Integer object is there. Okay. Number. So, number n is equal to number of I. Sir, can you tell, is it valid or not? All the three rules are satisfied or not? You can cross check. Integer number, parent to child. Number same. Internal object of I, integer, is the child of number only. Value typecasting. Next, object O is equal to object of n. Object O is equal to object of n. Sir, here n is what type? Number type. Number and object, parent to child. Object same. Internal object type of n. Sir, internal runtime object type of n. N is pointing to I. I is nothing but what? Integer. Internal object type, runtime object type of n is always what? Integer. Integer is the child class of object or not? Yes. That's why is nothing but acceptable this typecasting also. Now, because of this, internally what thing is happening? Sir, here, so integer I is equal to new integer of 10. Sir, this is my integer object. Okay, value is the 10. Now, integer type of reference variable we are providing. Next, number n is equal to number of I. Do you know a new object will be created or a new reference variable will be created? Which one is the correct answer? A new object or new reference variable? New reference variable. That's why number n is equal to like this. Next, object O is equal to object of n. A new object or new reference variable? A new reference variable, object O like this. Are you getting? So total, how many objects got created? Only one object. But how many reference variables are there? How many reference variables are there? 3 reference variables, right? Integer, number, object, like we have. I hope that terminology is very clear for you people, right? Okay, this is, sir, integer I, number n. So strictly speaking, through typecasting, we are not creating any new object. Okay, for the existing object, another type of reference variable we are providing, right? Now, simple, sir, if you want, you can cross check system.out.println I double equal to n. I double equal to n. Sir, both are pointing to the same object. That's why what the answer? True is the answer. Both are pointing to the same object. System.out.println n double equal to O. True is the answer. Are you able to get? Next. Sir, can I combine these 2 lines into a single line? These 2 lines into a single line, possible or not? Yes. Can you tell what is that line? Number n is equal to new integer of 10. Number n is equal to new integer of 10. Acceptable or not? Okay, well, sir, can I combine these 3 lines into a single line? These are 3 lines into a single line. Yes, boss. So at the end, which reference is there? Object reference. But runtime object is what type? Runtime object is what type? Integer type. That's why object O is equal to new integer of 10. That's all. Sir, these many lines, you are doing what is nothing but just for integer object we are providing object type of reference variable. Beyond that, nothing. Is it clear for all of you? Okay, take this example. Example 2. Example 2. So through typecasting, internally what thing is happening? You people should have clear clarity. Integer I is equal to new integer of 10. Number n is equal to number of I. Next, object O is equal to object of n. SOP of I double equal to n. N double equal to O. Completed, I hope. Take clearly, including the diagram also. Diagram equivalent lines like. So based on this typecasting, internally what things are required, that part I will discuss for you people. Completed, right? Okay, next one. So here, so just another point, just observe a bit carefully. Sir, here one point from this typecasting, what possible questions you people can expect? Okay, this is for the exam sec. 3 or 4 things I will explain. Just observe first. Sir, here A class is there. Don't write, just legend. B class is there. A class, B class, and a C class is there. Ana? B the child of A, C the child of B. A is the grandparent of C. Okay, A, B, C levels, a multi-level inheritance, right? Now I am taking C is equal to new C. Just this knowledge must be required, and then I can talk about the examples anyway. C is equal to new C. Sir, can you tell C is what type of object? C is what type? C runtime object is C object only, and the C type is what? C only. C only. Are you getting? Sir, C what type? C type. C runtime object is what type? C object only. Now, sir, I want to typecast this is C to B type. C to B type. So here C to B typecasting acceptable or not? Yes, because B the parent, C the child. Child object always trying to typecast to the parent type, no problem at all. Now can you tell this combination is what type? B type or C type? This common after typecasting, this total thing will become what type? Yeah, type is what type? B type, but internal runtime object is what type? C type. You must have that knowledge. Sir, this is once I typecast, now C type will become B type. Runtime object is always what type? C type only. Now this one I'm trying to typecast to okay, A type. Sir, this total thing I'm trying to typecast A type. Now at the end, this is what type? A type. Okay, but runtime object is what type? C type. Are you getting? Suppose if I can take like this, sir, here I'm taking. So C I'm trying to typecast to B type. C I'm trying to typecast to B type. Do you know this equivalent line is nothing but B is equal to new C. Correct or not? Sir, B is equal to new C. Sir, this is what type? B type. But internal object is what type? C type. Are you getting? So you should have this knowledge. Okay, like next sir, I'm taking C. I'm trying to typecast to the B type. This total thing I'm trying to typecast to A type. Total thing I'm trying to typecast to A type. Sir, can you tell at the end, this is what type? At the end, this is what type? A type. Internal object is what type? C type. Internal object is always, runtime object is always C type. That's why. So can I combine these two into a single line? And can you tell what is the equivalent line? A is equal to new C. I hope now you have this clarity. Are you getting? Because I will use this concept in my next example. So that's why better to take a note like take this part, note this diagram under that code also. C is equal to new C. Sir, parent reference can be used to hold child object. That principle only we are using in the typecasting. Beyond that, nothing. A is equal to new C. A is equal to new C. Like A, I'm trying to typecast to the B, which I'm trying to typecast to the C type. Completed, right? C is equal to new C. B is equal to new C. Like, I hope clear for you people. Okay. Now next, completed, right? Okay, here see example 1. Now multiple examples I will talk. So possible questions for the exam. Make sure you should have clarity. Example 1. What is my example is? Sir, I have parent class which contain M1 method. Parent class contain M1 method is there. Like child class which contain M2 method. Sir, parent class contain M1, child class contain M2. But actually child class contain how many methods? Two methods are there. Parent class method by default available, right? Now, child C is equal to new child. Child C is equal to new child. Now, sir, which method calls are valid method calls? You have to decide. C dot M1, C dot M2, C, I'm trying to typecast to P type. Are you getting? C, trying to typecast to the P type. On that I'm calling M1. C, I'm trying to typecast to the P type. On that I'm calling M2 method. M2 method. Can you tell among these which are valid and which are invalid method calls? First one, valid or not? Perfectly valid. Second one, valid, because on the child reference, we can call both parent and child class methods, no problem at all. Now, here internally what thing is happening? Because of this line, internally what thing is happening? Parent reference can be used to hold child object. That thing only. Parent reference can be used to hold child object. Do you know? Parent P is equal to new C is happening. Now I am calling P dot M1 method. Can you tell is it a valid or not? Valid or not? Parent reference can be used to hold child object, but by using that reference we can call the methods present in parent class. Oh, M1 method is nothing but no problem at all valid. Sir, internally what thing is happening because of this line? You know, parent reference can be used to hold child object, but by using that reference which method we are calling? Child specific method. M2 is the child specific method. Can you tell is it valid or invalid? Oi, valid or invalid? 100% pakka invalid, right? Have you remembered? In the inheritance or somewhere we covered already this point. Parent reference can be used to hold child object, but by using that reference, okay, we can't call child specific methods. Okay, this is, you know, that's why. So there may be a chance of asking, consider the following code. Which of the following method calls are valid? You have to decide. First one valid, second, third valid, but last one is nothing but invalid. What is the reason for that also? Okay, take this one. Take this example. Directly take this example, not required. Example 1. So which method calls are valid? Which method calls are invalid? We have to decide. Child C is equal to new child C dot M1, C dot M2, C, I am trying to typecast to the parent type, dot M1, C, I am trying to typecast to the parent type, dot M2. Make sure. Completed, right? Child C is equal to new child C dot M1, C dot M2. Next, child type I am trying to typecast to the parent, and then dot M1 method. Child type I am trying to typecast to the parent, dot M2 method. Dot M2 method, like. I hope completed, right? The terminology is very, very clear for you people. Okay. Next. So what is the reason? Do you want? If you want, you can add the reason, because so that the concept will become clear. Reason. What is the reason or conclusion? Any what reason? Parent reference can be used to hold. Parent reference can be used to hold. Parent reference can be used to hold child object. Parent reference can be used to hold child object. Can be used to hold child object. But But by using that reference, 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 we can't call, but by using that reference we can't call child specific methods. 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 And we can call, and we can call only the methods available in parent class. And we can call only methods available in parent class. And we can call only methods available in parent class. Parent class. That's all. So this is what example 1 related to typecasting. Now example 2. Example 2. This example is also very, very important. Here see. Sir, I have A is there and B is there and C is there. Sir, A, B, C. A class contain M1 method system.out.println of A. A class contain M1 SOP of A. B class contain M1 method SOP of B. SOP of B. C class contain M1 method SOP of C. SOP of C. So, sir, what is this concept, Anna? Overriding. Have you observed parent and child class methods having the same name, same argument types? Overriding concept. Now this is what overriding what we have. Okay. So now based on this code, here see. Sir, I am taking child C is equal to new child. Child C is equal to new child. C dot M1 method. Child C is equal to new child. C dot M1. Can you tell which method will get the chance? C dot M1. 1 minute. Let me complete remaining also. See, I am trying to typecast to B type. On that I am calling M1 method. Okay. C, I am trying to typecast to B type. Under this total thing I am trying to typecast to A type. On that I am calling M1 method. Are you getting? Can you tell in the first case which method? Second case which method? Third one which method? First case, see, because child reference, child object, child method. Okay, well, yes, C is the answer. Second one? C or B? Second case? C only. Oh, good. Third case? C only. Because here B reference, but runtime object is C type only. Here A reference, but runtime object is C type only. It is overriding. In overriding, method resolution is always based on runtime object type. Are you getting? In overriding based on runtime object type. So runtime object is always what? C type only. That's why the output by default we are going to get in all cases C is the answer. Are you getting the point, right? Okay. Take this example. Example 2. Example 2. Example 2. Okay, take the diagram and the code. Very, very important terminology. C is equal to new C. C dot M1. C, we are trying to typecast to B type dot M1. C, trying to typecast to B type. That B type I am trying to typecast to A dot M1. Completed, I hope. क्या ना Okay, clear for all of you, right? Okay, now this is what you people should aware clearly, right? Okay, so you people should have clear clarity about this terminology, right? Add just a theory how why C is the answer, like add the theory. It is overriding, it is overriding, it is overriding and a method resolution. It is overriding and a method resolution, and a method resolution is always based on, method resolution is always based on, method resolution is always based on runtime object type, is always based on runtime object, is always based on runtime object, runtime object. That's all. Are you getting? Now, so example is the same. I want to make a small change for this example. I mean next example, example 3. I want to make a small change for this. Then immediately you have to identify what is the output. Okay, here see. Sir, A, B, C. A class contain M1, B class contain M1, C class also contain M1. But the point here is all these 3 methods are static methods. Static, sir, static. Okay, static. All the 3 methods are static. 3 methods, static methods, right? Okay. Now my point is, observe carefully. Static methods, right? If all are static, what is this concept, Anna? Method hiding. Have you remembered? In method hiding, method resolution is always based on reference type, and the compiler is responsible for that. Method resolution is always takes care by compiler based on what? Reference type. Are you getting? Now, can you tell? So C.M1, C, what type of reference? C, what type of reference? C. That's why what the answer? In the first case, C. Anna, C trying to typecast to B dot M1 is nothing but. Can you tell what is the reference? C, I am trying to typecast to B dot M1. What is the answer we are going to get? So, because reference is what type? B type. B is equal to new C. This equivalent line you know, B is equal to new C. Parent reference but child object. But method hiding, method resolution is always based on reference type. That's why B is the answer. Next. So this total thing, what is the reference type? A dot M1 is nothing but what the answer? A, right? I hope terminology is very clear for you people, right? A, B, C, like. Take example 3. So compulsory you have to take complete example. Don't take in the above example every method is static, like. Take complete example. Example 3. Static M1, static M1, static M1, like. System.out.println of C. C is equal to new C, C dot M1. C trying to typecast to the B type dot M1. C trying to typecast to the B type, trying to typecast to the A type dot M1 dot M1 dot M1. Okay, like. Completed, I hope. In all cases, C, B, A. Of course, different answers we are getting. C, B, A, like. In all cases. Completed, right? Now why CBA is the answer? What is this concept? Method hiding, and the method resolution is always based on reference type. Add. Yeah. Completed, right? This total. Now add the theory. It is a method hiding. It is a method hiding. It is method hiding. And the method resolution, it is method hiding, and the method resolution is always based on, it is method hiding and the method resolution is always based on Method resolution is always based on reference type, and method resolution is always based on reference type. Method resolution is always based on reference type. Okay, that's all. So completed, right? Okay. Next, last example in typecasting. Last example. Here, see this one, right? Okay. Now my target here is, observe, sir. A same cinema, A B C. A class contain int x is equal to 888. Sir, A class contain int x is equal to 888. B class contain int x is equal to 999 or so here 777, 888, 999 we can take, because 3 values are there. Okay, A class contain 777. B class contain int x is equal to 888. C class contain int x is equal to 999. Are you getting? A, B, C. Okay, this is now we have. Are you getting? A, B, C. A int x, B int x, C int x is equal to like. Now my target here is A, B, C. Okay, well, now the target is, I'm creating C is equal to new C. C is equal to new C. Sir, child reference, child object. Right? Now, system.out.println C.x. SOP of C.x. System.out.println C. I'm trying to typecast to the B type dot x. C trying to typecast to the B dot x. System.out.println C. I'm trying to typecast to B type. Under this thing, I'm trying to typecast to A type dot x. Are you getting? So first case, what the answer? C dot x. 999 is the answer. First 999. What about second? Second one 999 or 888. Because reference is a B type, but runtime object is C type. In the last session somewhere we covered one point. I hope how many people remember. Variable resolution is always based on reference type, but not based on runtime object. Are you getting? You know this concept. That's why. So C, this thing is what type? B type. But runtime object is what type? C type. Sorry, it is the B, but runtime. But variable resolution is always based on reference type. That's why what answer we are going to get? B class, B reference. Here A reference. That's why 777, right? Any explanation is required? Okay, take this example. A, B, C. Example 3. Example 4, I hope. Take. A. Completed, right? Take clearly. Okay, completed, I hope. Now the answer is add. 999, 888, 777 like. Can completed, right? Okay. After this add the theory, right? Add note or otherwise add the theory related. Variable resolution variable resolution is always based on variable resolution is always based on variable resolution is always based on reference type. Variable resolution is always based on reference type, but not based on runtime object, but not based on runtime object, but not based on runtime object, but not based on runtime object. Okay, that's all. So these are the things what you people should aware clearly, right? Okay, so that's all. There ends the concept of okay typecasting and related possible bits, right? Any are you able to understand now? Typecasting is nothing but should not be a problem for you. Okay, they say internally what thing is happening, what rules we have to check, what compile time checking, so which compile time checkings are there, if it fails what type of compile time errors we are going to get, what about runtime exception, that's all. These are various things you people should aware related to what typecasting, right? Okay, that's all.